Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, Craig here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Lewis, and he's selling his affiliate and display advertising business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Lewis, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's great to have you on, and I'm looking forward to talking a bit more about your business. But before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of your business. It's an affiliate and display advertising business in the news and education niche, created in July 2019. The average monthly revenue for the business is $17,167 and makes an average of $16,674 net profit each month. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 48446 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, let's have a look at what's included in the sale. We have a domain and all site content and files, SOPs for outsourced writers and content templates, and a list of scheduled keywords and articles. So, okay, Lewis, now let's hear from you. Can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, sure. I guess my journey began in 2012. It just started out as a random website that I made just for fun, really had no idea what I was doing. And then funnily enough, the little blog post that I was writing on that website actually started to get some traffic. And then that led me down the rabbit hole of, can you make money online? And then I came across a few resources on AdSense. So I added some AdSense to that particular website in 2012. And then when I woke up one morning, I was earning a couple of dollars from that blog post. So that was really my first introduction to making money online. And that kind of got me addicted to creating content websites. So ever since then, I've been making and building websites in various industries and niches. And that's kind of led me where I am today.
Okay, I'm curious, who did you learn from when you were initially learning about affiliate marketing?
I think in the early days might have been Niche Pursuits or Smart Passive Income. I think those guys have been around for a while. But as far as the AdSense stuff, I can't recall. To be honest, I think it was just random blog posts that recommended to do that, and a few other blog posts on, how to pick the right domain, content, and that kind of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. And you were earning through affiliate, and then you added AdSense on later as an extra revenue stream?
That website's always been AdSense, the one I'm referring to that I made in 2012. And that one's actually still ticking along slowly, and it's still 100% ad revenue, which is now being swapped over Mediavine ads.
Okay, sounds like you've got good experience in using display advertising on the site. So what about affiliate marketing? How did you come up with the idea to start this business in particular and start earning through affiliate?
Yeah, well, for this particular business, prior to this, I was doing Amazon affiliate websites. So that was my first introduction into affiliate marketing. I went down the Amazon affiliate pathway, which a lot of people do when they first get into that particular type of monetization strategy. So I was doing okay with Amazon affiliate marketing, and I decided to try something different. And at that time, I was actually using a couple of online services which kind of gave me the idea for this particular website. I didn't even really recognize or realize that there was an actual affiliate marketing platforms for the services that I was actually using. So after a bit of keyword research and looking at the competition, that kind of really gave me the idea for making the websites that I'm selling today.
Excellent. So on that note, how did this business that we have today primarily make money?
So when it comes to the monetization of this website, it's primarily affiliate. I'd say about 70 to 80% affiliate, and the rest is in display advertising. And as for the affiliate, that's also split between various affiliate platforms as well. And that was actually one of the main reasons why I decided to move away from Amazon affiliate, as you know, you're kind of isolated with that particular program, don't really have the option to branch out for physical products. So this was one of the really attractive things for this particular website, is it's all online products. So that was one of the main reasons why I decided to make this website as well. So yeah, those are the main monetization strategies.
Okay, great. And how did it look like building the business? Did you start off monetizing your content through advertising and then add affiliate later, or did you do it at the same time?
Well, for the first 6 months, I actually didn't add any monetization via links or ads. I primarily just wrote a lot of the content myself and outsourced some of it. That's typically what I do when it comes to building my websites. I'll produce a bit of content and then come back at a later date and just add all of the affiliate links and display ads if the traffic is reaching the threshold. So I believe after around 4 to 5 months of making this website, I was getting some okay traffic. So then I just went in one day and just added all of the affiliate links and applied to Mediavine for adding the display advertising.
Okay, excellent. And when you started to monetize the site, did you experiment at all with different affiliate networks or different advertising networks or the placement of ads or anything like that?
I did play around with the Mediavine ads a little bit, but at the moment they're actually on the lowest settings for the ads. And that's purely just my own personal preference, just because I want the user to have a really good experience when visiting the website. So I don't bombard them too much with ads. And when it comes to the Amazon affiliate the links that I'm using through the various providers, I've kind of just picked up various platforms along the way. So I haven't experimented too much with the links itself or maybe swapping out providers. But what I do have at the moment, I do think it is pretty well optimized, but there still definitely is room for improvement with exploring different options.
Okay, and in a similar vein, where does the majority of the traffic come from for this site?
I think at the moment it's actually majority coming from India, I believe around 40 to 35%. And then below that would be the United States, the UK, and then I believe Australia.
Okay, and was there a particular reason you chose the Indian market?
I actually didn't choose it. I just wrote the content, published it, and I guess there's just a big demand in that region for this particular type of information. So that definitely wasn't a deliberate kind of option or choice from the beginning of making the website. That just naturally happened through SEO and people finding the content online.
Okay, and regarding SEO, you put a lot of time into optimizing the site for search. What was your SEO strategy for building the traffic for this website?
Yep. So I'm a big believer in on-page SEO. So I really do try to create the best piece of content that matches the user intent for a particular keyword. I actually came from a hospitality background previously, and one thing I learned from that industry was just to try and be extremely helpful and go above and beyond. So that's something I definitely have taken over to the content creation. I do really try and create the best possible article, and that's also to kind of secure the rankings into the future. If there are competitors to come into the space, they really do have to try hard to try and beat my rankings that I have at the moment. So that's kind of the core fundamental strategy that I take towards SEO and content creation.
Okay, that's great to hear. And did you try any other forms of marketing for the site?
I do have a YouTube channel. I really haven't utilized that too much, but that would be a really big opportunity for this website as well, I believe.
Okay, so you've created some content for that channel. Of course, did you see any engagement? Did you get any subscribers and stuff like that?
I had a little bit of engagement on a couple of the videos, but I really haven't put too much focus on cross-promoting between the platforms. The channel does have a few subscribers as well, but yeah, again, I haven't really focused on that too much.
Okay, that makes sense. It sounds like you've got a pretty solid business here, and so how come you're selling that at this time?
Well, initially I was actually quite torn on whether or not to sell this, but considering what it's earning and the potential sale price, I thought it was a really good opportunity for myself and my partner to potentially be able to buy a house just outright. So that's something I never thought I'd be able to do. So when I kind of realized that's a possibility, then that kind of made me want to sell the site so we could own our own home.
Oh, lovely. Good luck with that in the future. I hope you get the price you're looking for this business. So in the future, if you do decide to continue the other sites you have and maybe potentially build some other ones, is there anything you learned from building this business that you will apply to those future sites or businesses?
Again, go with the content creation, really focusing on top quality content. I would also focus more on the kind of finding the keywords, because that's really the first step in creating a successful content website. Because if you get that initial step incorrect, or maybe you don't pick the right keywords, then that kind of compounds on itself down the track and you won't see the results that you'd like to see. So I'd say keyword selection, maybe finding angles that other people aren't focusing on in a particular niche is also a really good strategy that I'll continue to use when making these content websites.
Yeah, that's some solid strategies you've got there. So was there anything that you tried with this business that didn't work for you?
I was thinking about doing some Facebook advertising and getting some traffic to some targeted pages. One of my friends is a big advocate for Facebook ads. So I did chuck up a Facebook pixel on the website and I was tracking some information for quite some time, but that's just something I'm not too familiar with. So I guess I could call that a fail, as I never really followed through with execution and trying to create those landing pages and get some revenue from the sales coming from Facebook.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So if you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
I guess I would continue what I'm doing. With the niche itself, it's ever growing, it's ever evolving. So there's always new ideas and kind of topics coming online. And I guess another avenue for potential monetization is to actually swap out the placements with your own product. So if you have the resources and capital, you can actually make your own product and swap it out. So I think that's a really good potential and opportunity for this particular website.
Yeah, I would agree. That's definitely a solid strategy for growth. So for the day-to-day maintenance of this site, what does your day-to-day work schedule look like?
Yeah, at the moment, it's pretty much doing keyword research and then writing up the briefs for the writers and kind of managing them. And I also do like to write myself now and again, sometimes get behind the keyboard and write a couple of articles as well.
Okay, and these outsourced workers, are they employees of the business or do you use sort of contractors?
Yeah, I used 2 contract writers for this website that were off Upwork. So they do majority of the content, and then I also write some content myself. And then I also have a virtual assistant that does all of the formatting for the articles before they go to publish it, as that's also a very time-intensive task. So I've been able to outsource a majority of the work as well. And that same virtual assistant also does a lot of the link building through Haro, all of those responses on a daily basis as well.
Right, okay, that's great stuff for a buyer to understand. So What skills or requirements do you think there are for someone who isn't familiar with this niche or business model?
I'd say just a basic understanding of SEO and also maybe just using WordPress as well, and maybe some management skills if you're looking to outsource the content creation. But these are skills that you can kind of relatively pick up quite easily and learn on the job as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you think are the biggest risks with this site that a buyer should be aware of?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest risk would have to be Google. With any kind of website, you are playing in Google's kind of playground, so you're at the whim of any changes that they do make. But in saying, I really have focused on a white SEO strategy for this particular website, combined with really high quality content as well. So I really have tried to kind of insure myself against any future updates from Google. So I'd say that's most likely the biggest risk for this website.
Yeah, it looks like earnings and traffic was still pretty steady even through Google updates. So you attribute that to your white hat SEO strategy, and with the advertising monetization as well, that helps keep the business earnings up, right?
Yeah, definitely. From making my previous websites, I did realize that having a diversification of revenue streams is really important as well. So say, for example, one provider changed their affiliate terms and conditions, that means the whole website, isn't going to fall apart just because of one provider backs out. So I think at the moment there's around 6 affiliate relationships that I have, and also the display advertising as well.
Excellent. Yeah, that's something we're always preaching at Empire Flippers, that diversification is the best way to make a business more solid and sort of put a moat around your business. So yeah, excellent. That's great to hear. So putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
Honestly, I think it's just a really solid business. If you're into, kind of earning that passive income, then I think this is a really good opportunity. And you do have to put some work into it, obviously. But if you are looking for a business in a really big up-and-coming niche that's gained a lot of attention, there's a lot of providers out there, and there really is no glass ceiling to the niche itself, then I do think it's a really great opportunity for a potential buyer.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would agree with that 100%. Couldn't have put it better myself. So regarding the sale of this business, would you commit to a non-compete?
Yeah, definitely.
And how much support are you willing to offer buyers? Are you going for the standard 30 days of email and Skype support?
I'm happy to do 2 months email and Skype. I mean, I've put a lot of hard work into this website, so I really do want the potential buyer to succeed and see the website to continue to progress into the future. So yeah, more than happy to do Skype and email for 60 days.
Excellent. I'm sure a potential buyer will really appreciate that extra support. It'll help them out a lot. So are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yeah, I'm definitely open to any offers. But like I said at the beginning, my partner and I are looking to buy a house, ideally with this capital. But again, I am open to any deals and offers.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair enough. Is there anything else you'd like to share that I might have missed?
No, I think that covers it all.
Yeah, I've definitely covered a lot on this call, a lot of great insights for potential buyers. So thank you very much for your time, Lewis. It's been great talking to you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 48446. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.